I never really knew that so many guys are struggling with motivation. With the amount of content on the internet, with the amount of stuff we see on social media, I would have just assumed there was enough flashy cars, wristwatches, and big houses that all men were just working towards. But that's just not the case. A lot of guys simply lack the desire to want to go out and work super hard and achieve these accolades in life and just have a great life resume per se. But a lot of guys are just okay with working 9 to 5s at low paying jobs, and they just have no desire to want to elevate and just get the most out of life. There's a few reasons why that is, and it's important for you to understand what you need to do so you don't fall into that trap. The first thing, a lot of guys are on social media, and I'm not gonna say you have to delete social media for the rest of your life, but it might help you to take a break from it for at least like a week or so, and then not really compare yourself to what you see on the internet and what other people are doing with their lives, but rather for you to just focus on what you have currently and how you can add more to what you have. You can understand your strengths and your weaknesses, figure out what you need to work on, and then just improve yourself to get to a better state in life. But for those guys that want to continue on social media, this is what you should do. Only follow accounts that bring benefits to your life. Follow accounts that allow you to be inspired and motivated to want to go out and do great things with your life. Do not follow certain people that bring you down. Do not follow people that are fake flexers, and don't just continue to scroll mindlessly, because you're just distracting yourself from what you actually need to work on, and your brain is just consuming a bunch of junk that it doesn't need to. Only follow accounts that you can actually learn from. You need to understand that while there are certain people that fake flex on Instagram, for example, the people that rent out like Lamborghinis or rent out a super nice house to take a bunch of photos and then try to sell you stuff, there are people that actually are living that lifestyle for real. They are working hard and they are able to buy these nice cars, these nice houses, these nice watches. Someone's buying them. There is an audience for these companies. There's a reason they make money. They make these stuffs because people can actually afford them. Follow those people. Figure out what they've done with their life and take notes on it. Learn as much as you can and try to implement those tips into your life and tweak it accordingly depending on what industry you want to go into. If you want to start a business, follow if you want to go into a car business, follow people that already have that. They were successfully operating car detailing businesses, or they sell cars. Whatever it is exactly you want, you need to tailor down and filter through the people you follow to give you the best representation of what actions you should take. And it's also important you look at their mistakes so you can avoid them. Smart people avoid the mistakes completely instead of just trying to learn from it themselves. Learning from your own experiences is a huge financial burden, and it's just a bunch of time you could have saved and focused it on benefits and put it towards stuff that would actually help your business. And not only is the people you follow on social media a big deal, but it's also the people you keep around your inner circle. Those you surround yourself with will ultimately dictate your future. If you hang around a bunch of losers that have no drive to want to succeed in life and just kind of climb up whatever hierarchy they want, whether it's the corporate ladder, whether it's the business ladder, whether it's whatever they want to do in life, it needs to have some sort of scalability. You can't just want to stay in the same level and just kind of stay here for the rest of your 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s. Life eventually will run out for you, and you want to go out on your deathbed knowing you've done everything you can to make this world a better place before you've left it. You can't do that if you're not improving, right? That's just not possible. If you just peak and you just stay at the same level, you will just get bored with life and just not even really want to do anything with your life. You're going to just be lazy and just watch everybody else do amazing things while you just sit there in sadness or jealousy, a bunch of negative emotions that you shouldn't want to have. It's not good for your health long term, and honestly, you're just going to feel like wasted potential. What you need to do is surround yourself with people that have similar goals that you want, and there got to be big goals, obviously. Don't If you currently are hanging out with a bunch of losers and you guys all share the same goal of, I don't know, being a freaking video game, that doesn't count. You need to develop the goals that you want in your life and have people that either want similar goals or want similar levels of expectations on themselves. So you got to surround yourself with guys that like to work out, like to earn high amounts of income, and like to have a good social life. These three things are so important when you're looking for roommates or close friends that you're going to spend a lot of time with, because you guys will rub each other's energy off of one another and your ideas will bounce off each other. And if you're surrounded with people that are complementary to you, you guys are going to progress together. But if you guys are complete opposites, you guys are only going to tear each other down, and you guys will butt heads, and it's just not going to be a good friendship. You're not going to be able to work together and accomplish goals together and then go farther in life. When you're in a team, it's so much easier to get things done because you can divvy up tasks according to who is best suited for it. You can't be the best at everything, and you need to understand that. You need to pick a lane, an industry that you know you want to succeed in and you can succeed in, and put your energy towards working and improvement and making improvements in that field. And your other friends should be good at other aspects of your life. They shouldn't be exactly the same as you. Your friends can either work in the same industry as you or at other industries, and then that way you guys can collaborate all together for whatever needs you guys have. This allows you guys to progress further and not feel troublesome whenever you're asking for help, because whoever you're asking for help from will actually give you the genuine answer you need to know, or they will find the genuine answer you need to know. You guys will not snake each other. You'll never feel like you're getting ripped off, and you just know everything's genuine. And it's just good to have that feeling, especially with the world we live in now, where people will screw you over for some money. That's how it is, and anytime you can avoid that, that's just only beneficial for you. And if you're simply unable to find a group of friends to hang out with that you guys can share similar ideas and just feel in good company with, it might be best for you to enter monk mode. This is going to be a period of time where you just cut out all the distractions and every unnecessary thing in your life to really just focus in on what's important to you and building yourself up and just making your future self proud. It could last anywhere between 6 to 12 months, but the moment you come out of it, you can come out a changed man. And in order for that to happen, you have to be very strict on how you spend your time, because otherwise you will just be wasting it and notice nothing after the process. You have to come up with the list of goals you want to achieve and the blueprint that you have to implement in order to achieve it. What game plan will you come up with in order to actually make progress? Make it as specific as possible so you know how much time you actually need to allocate to certain activities and what order you need to proceed in order to be efficient and effective. Combining these two will allow for the best possible results and not make you feel like you're wasting any time, or the time you dedicate to the monk mode process is useless. Ideally, the bare minimum things you should be working on in this time period is getting yourself in the best shape of your life, getting some sort of spirituality in your life. I don't know how many guys are religious, but getting some sort of faith, spending some sort of time with whatever figure or whatever religion you want to associate with, I believe is beneficial. And also, bro, you gotta get your money up. You gotta spend time working, creating a business, side hustles. I think the business is the best idea to kind of go after, because there's no limit on the success. You can make so much money off the business, and it's fun because there's so many things you will learn. There's so many things that will go up and down throughout the process that when everything is going smooth in a few years or maybe even a decade, you will be happy that you started it and reap the rewards of your sacrifice. Instead of spending your time at a bar getting drunk every night, you were on your laptop grinding and figuring out how you can increase your website traffic, how you can market your ads better. And it's just a lot of information that you simply can't learn unless you try. There's a lot of life lessons that come from starting your own business, and I believe every man should at least try to get a business going and learn a little bit about what it takes to be an entrepreneur. After implementing these 3 things into your life, you will be able to have the hustle, the grind, the motivation that you want. You will be hungry and ambitious, and I look forward to seeing what you end up leaving this earth with. I look forward to reading your resume and seeing all the crazy things that you've accomplished before it's time for you to go. Make sure that list is nice, long, and detailed, and you'll be able to not have any regrets when it's time for you to go, bro.